I'm joined at this stage by Rohan Gupta, spokesperson of the BJP, and Amitabh Tiwari, the key political strategist. Rohan, let me come to you first. On day number one, a huge swearing-in ceremony, but after that, there was symbolism on the banks of the Yamuna. How does the BJP intend to follow up on this with real action? Pollution is perhaps one of the biggest themes for millions in the city. It's not a political issue. It's an issue which affects our lives.
I think any issue which touches our life is a political issue. And that is where I think Arvind Kejriwal failed to understand the sentiment of people of Delhi, where he says that Yamuna saaf karne se vote nahi milte. उन्होंने बिल्कुल ignore किया. You cannot. 10 years you have given promise to people of Delhi that you will clean Yamuna. 15 times you have changed your promise. And at the end of that, you are not able to do it. It means you have completely failed. So priority of BJP government is very clear, Vishnu. We have clearly, this is not symbolic. Our agenda is very clear. From day one, we will work on the agenda, the Modi guarantees which is given by Modi ji. Ayushman Bharat, as CM has rightly told, will start implementing it immediately. The development schemes of central government, that is priority number one. The other major Modi guarantees given to the people of Delhi, that is agenda number 3. And number 3, important thing is corruption-free Delhi. So whatever corruptions which have taken place in past government, obviously, things will come to people, including Shishmer. So these are the top 3 agendas, and this 7 people cabinet, they have started working on their portfolios from day one. We are very, very clear. It will be time bound. People of Delhi, they have given us very big mandate after 27 years. We understand the responsibility behind that, and we will ensure that time bound delivery, we will be able to give it to people from day one.
Rohan, no Deputy Chief Minister, is that a bit of a surprise?
No, there is no surprise. I think as far as BJP is concerned, you can say everything is surprise, but everything is well thought of. If you see the combination of the whole cabinet, you will see that it is proper representation of the whole Delhi. Delhi is mini India, and that is what we do. So you will see that team BJP will deliver to the promises whatever made before elections.
It's also interesting that 14 CAG reports will be tabled right away. I think that refers partly to what you were saying. But essentially, is this going to be action by the BJP against the Aam Aadmi Party?
It's not about Aam Aadmi Party. It is action against corruption. You have seen one party, Vishnu, coming to the power in name of eradicating corruption, a common man's image, and you see the reality. Even when they were in government, they were able to highlight the facts that they are victimized. So the facts should come to the people of Delhi that how much money is taken out of their pocket, whether it is 2,000 crore excise scandal or Sheesh Mehmer, all the scandals. That 12 ministers were behind the jails because of the scandals. So I think people of Delhi have right to know what has happened, what is wrong happened in last 11 years, why the development was not done, and what are the reasons behind the failure of Aam Aadmi Party's government, and what is the reality of Aam Aadmi Party government. So it is twofold. Number one, delivering to the promises what we have made. Number 2, giving benefit to people of Delhi for the two double engine sarkar. And number 3, exposing the past rulers of their wrong claims, exposing their corruptions, or exposing their mismanagement. So this is the 3-point
amount
agenda.
On Ayushman Yojana is critical. It was a promise that the BJP made. You're now starting to implement this. The new Chief Minister just announced that once again. Could you tell us a little bit about this and who it impacts directly? Rohan, can you hear me?
No, sorry, your voice was breaking. Can you just repeat it?
No, the Ayushman Yojana, the Chief Minister also announced it once again 5 minutes ago. 5 lakh rupees, I believe, is the amount. Could you tell us about delivery and the significance? Let's talk about this scheme.
So see, it is 5 lakhs is the basic cover to the people, beneficiaries. There is a criteria for that. And after that, there is a top-up which is given. So she told that basic cover plus top-up will be declared will be given to the people of Delhi. And implementation will start immediately.
All right, let me go quickly across to Amitabh Tiwari, who's been tracking all of this. Amitabh, beyond the entire gender angle, which I personally believe is overstated, what we are looking at with the new Chief Minister is an extremely capable administrator who's got a lot of experience in all walks of politics in Delhi. She's done a great deal of work at the municipality level, at the university level. She headed the Mahila Morcha of the BJP, etc., etc. How will her ultimate test now be about delivering? Because this is a city that needs so much. We spoke about pollution, but there are a million other things.
Yeah, so essentially, of course, the woman factor is not the only factor which has propelled Rekha Gupta ji to this seat. Of course, her experience in student politics, her experience as a councillor in MCD, she has risen up the ranks. She is from an ordinary RSS or BJP karyakarta. So all these factors have helped Rekha Gupta ji occupy this or become the chief minister of the state. Now the challenges are many, as you are mentioning. One of the challenges, of course, is a political challenge because Aam Aadmi Party still is a potent force. It has around 43.5% vote share, and there was a clear class divide which was evident in the Delhi elections, with the poor largely sticking with the Aam Aadmi Party and the middle class switching from Aam Aadmi Party to the BJP. On the economic side, also, as the BJP has mentioned or promised that most of the schemes of the Aam Aadmi Party will continue, which means free bijli pani or a free bus travel for women. That means that it will put some strain on the financial health of the state. The state already has borrowings of almost 10,000 crores, 5 times of what it was when the Aam Aadmi Party came into power. The party has also promised cash income support for women, 2,500 rupees per month. That amounts to 30,000 rupees per year. And even if it is given to 40 lakh women, which was the registration which the Aam Aadmi Party had done, that means almost 12,000 crore rupees will go into that. So managing the state finances, which have deteriorated because of the freebie or the social welfare models by the Aam Aadmi Party, this will be a key challenge for the BJP going ahead. The infrastructure has also not lived up to the mark because the focus was largely on social welfare schemes.
All right,
And
Amitabh, just hold on for 1 second. I want to go back to Rohan. Rohan, let's look at this from a national standpoint. The BJP perhaps underperformed. They did underperform at the national level, but after that, you've done remarkably well in several state elections. So, do you believe that the narrative which was set post the national elections, the general elections, of the opposition making a real comeback, has effectively been thwarted because there have been so many states where the BJP has now done well?
Absolutely, Vishnu. The kind of agenda or narrative which was made by opposition party after Lok Sabha elections, BJP was short of mark of 272. I think it is completely shattered now. We have one state after it shows the resolve of BJP. It shows the sensitivity of BJP towards the need of the people. It shows how sensitive BJP is to the narrative which people want. So I think that is where BJP has delivered. And instead of the opposition parties, they were celebrating their moral victory at 99. And where they are now, they are still in that celebration mode. They cannot digest what happened in Haryana. They cannot digest what happened in Maharashtra. They cannot digest now what is happening in Delhi. And that's why they are blaming EVM. Vishnu, in politics, if the party blames EVM or the machinery or the system, it clearly means they are totally away from the people's sentiments or the narrative what people want in their mind. They had a golden chance after Lok Sabha elections, but they completely lost it because the agenda, if you see whether it is Haryana, the kind of agenda on which Congress party was working, which was to be short victory for them, the way it was visible in media and all, why they could not convert? Because they were arrogant. They were in the Alice in Wonderland. They were in fool's paradise that हम कुछ भी करेंगे जनता वोट दे देगी. नहीं होता है. You have to understand what people want. You have to understand, hear the sentiments of people, change your strategy accordingly, and deliver on ground. Number two, very important thing, Vishnu. If you compare BJP and Congress, BJP, like you today see Mrs. Rekha Gupta, a new face, energy, new energy, young people, giving chance to new people. You see Congress, the whole same darbar is taking the decisions who have completely lost the connect of the ground. I don't want to name their communication head. You just see what is the narrative he wants to say. The kind of issues what people want opposition parties to raise, they are completely away from there. They are washing up, the session after session in parliament without any kind of outcome for the people. The whole country is watching that opposition parties given mandate to ensure that wherever there is something wrong by leading party, they raise the voice. They are not doing it. They are just playing, the politics. Just,
okay, Rohan, let me remind you won the election. You don't need to talk about the opposition parties quite so vociferously. But hold on for a second.
No, see, point, Vishnu, is not that. See, in democracy, Vishnu, everybody wants that opposition needs to be strong. But when your narrative is completely wrong against the country, like what Mr. Trump told today, if in India $21 million are used to ensure that the people who are winning are not win, I think something wrong, something
Okay,
dangerous.
fair enough.
happening.
Let me
This
just
is not
try and
good
bring
for the
this
country.
back. Let's bring it back to the politics and the elections. And I think election demographics, something which Amitabh looks at closely. The excellent participation of women in all of these states where the BJP has done well, the large chunk or a large chunk of women voters going across to the BJP. This used to be a traditional stronghold of opposition parties. How is that fundamental in contributing to where the BJP stands electorally in assemblies across the country?
So clearly, the women are emerging as kingmakers in election after election. Not only are they taking independent voting decisions because of increase in literacy and awareness levels, we've seen that in many states, I think 16 or 17 states, the women turnout is higher than men. And we've seen that parties have been focusing on women. Even the manifesto of BJP, one can say, is largely women centric because it promises rupees 2,500 per month and rupees 500 subsidized LPG cylinder, rupees 21,000 for pregnant women, etc. So you see that since even in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party had received 65% support from the women in 2020 Vidhan Sabha election,
Sure.
the BJP only 35. This time BJP has received 46 and the Aam Aadmi Party only 44. So increasingly women are supporting the BJP, backing their central and state government schemes, and that is what helping the BJP to emerge victorious in many state and national elections because they are the silent voters
Sure.
who go out silently and vote.
I would suggest they aren't as silent as they once were. They are quite vociferous, and I think that's wonderful for our democracy. Thank you both very much for being with us.